mentioned Caleb coming back once in a game in Florida.
I'm not going to do any.
No comment. None.
Hello, Ross. Hi. Hello, everyone. This is Greg Fusas, and with me is
Ross.
who's
Ross Monarch here.
Ross
Greg,
Munich.
good to be here.
We
And
started the season together, Ross.
I think we did the first game. Yeah.
Yes, and we're finishing the season with a friendly game against the Rocks, a very Fury team, we would say, right? Four players that have played and won titles with Fury.
Yeah, a lot of ex-Fury players on the Rocks team. As you say, good friends, the two teams. I think this is about the third time we've played this season in friendlies due to the BBL schedule, and meant they've got big gaps, and they look to keep some games going and their fitness up.
And a very probable game next year for the British Cup, right? That of the first round, very likely to play each other.
Although in recent years the Scottish representative have played down in Newcastle a few times. and the Scottish League winners and the BBL trophy have got some other teams and not just the Rocks, so they're potential away trip.
So the game starts. Let's see who is playing for the Fury. Alvis, Bantu, Eddie, Jiggy, and McCallum. A very international team as well. And the Fury player there, scoring the first basket for the Rocks, though.
Yeah, that's a tough defensive matchup for Ziggy and Ali Fraser there, who's been playing really well in the BBL this year.
Yeah, probably the best power forward in the league, I would say. Well, that's the challenge always against Rocks, the quickness of the team and the athleticism.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to get into a running game with them. That'll make it difficult for Fury tonight. Good pass inside there by Bantu to Elvis, who gets the foul on the shot.
Let me try to find the actual game on my mobile, so we'll be able to chat with the fans. We have 20 viewers. I'm pretty sure my Caleb parents are watching the game. I have been told. Hello. Feel free to chat with us.
Elvis makes the first two free throws there. Nice and strong start for Fury.
How many spectators would you say that we have tonight, Ross?
Certainly pretty full in Grangemouth Sports Centre tonight, maybe a couple of 100, 200 or so. A lot of younger players for the under 14 teams I see and stuff like that, which is always good.
Oh, that's my team. Have a game this Sunday.
It's another foul there by Fury. That's two early ones in the first minute and a half.
3 refs tonight. 50% increase of cost.
First free throw missed there by Thorpe for the Rocks.
Let's recap a little bit the season, Ross. What happened this year with the Fury? Obviously, our the Scottish champions for this year, and very good potential for the playoffs. We went out to the first round of the cup from the team that actually won the cup.
So was that Blaze? Was it?
Yeah, it was Blaze. It was Blaze.
Boroughmuir.
Yeah.
Certainly the second half of the season, Fury have been very strong, and they
had 3 very crucial games at the end of the season, which we managed, I would say, to win by 20. All of them, more than 20 probably. Very good pass there from Pryor to Ali. A bit of trouble there.
Yeah.
And the 3 from Ziggy. Oh, it was a good choice, to be honest.
Yeah, he had an open shot there, and he can knock it down. So altogether, need to take these chances when you're playing against a team like the Rocks.
I would say that Ali Fraser is expecting. That would be my guess. He's expecting the call from the Great Britain national team. Would you agree on that?
Yeah, I was a bit surprised. Never made the initial cut.
Yeah.
But as you say, his performances in the BBL have been very good.
That's I would say that's a common thing when you start a tournament in the middle of the season, like FIBA tournaments are now. You just trust your previous draft.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to change the team a lot. So, but I think sooner or later he will be there.
Missed that free throw though. Another steal there for Rocks out in the fast break. Looking for the alley-oop, but not on the same page, I don't think. turnover again on that pass attempt inside. It's a bit tight in there for these kind of passes.
Mari already a international player with GB team. Right, he's still.
Yes, he was in the team, yeah.
How was he?
He's had a long career with the Great Britain team as Gareth Murray.
We're not expecting a win tonight, however we're expecting a good game. We have quite a decent team this year. Michael, a player that could easily play for the Rocks probably.
That was a good shot by Ross there, unlucky just to bounce out. And as you say, Greg, it's a tough game tonight, but it's certainly put on a good performance and certainly looked to put up some highlights. And just seems to be pass the ball to Ali Fraser and they score some points in the first 4 minutes of this game.
Yeah, they do that a lot this year, I think.
Something Fury need to watch though is their turnovers, because it leads to fast break opportunities for the Rocks. So try and protect the ball a bit more and not turn it over.
Quite unlucky there for McKelleb. So which title is that for you in the playing for Fury? Which title is that for you? 11th or 12th?
Quite a lot. To be honest, I think I've been part of most of the titles Fury have won in the past 10 years.
You have won that cup as well that I wasn't here
Yeah.
in 2009, right?
Yes.
So which one is that for you then? The 12th title?
Potentially something like that. I tend not to keep counting.
I think your brother, if you include the
under
junior
18
title,
ones,
the junior and the cadets, he's the person with the most titles.
I would
in
imagine
the
so,
Fury
because
team,
the under 18 team that he was in with Ali Fraser and Johnny Bunyan that plays for the Rocks as well, basically won everything there was to win at that age group.
That was a difficult shot from
That
Michael.
was shot clock running down.
Yeah.
Had to put it up there. I think while we're talking about titles I've won with Fury, you'll know yourself, Greg, you've been here a while, they consistently finding players to come in and compete at a high level for Fury's been one of our strengths. With a lot of homegrown talent in there as well to balance the team out.
Yeah, a very international team with a combination of people and players that have grown up in the development program of Fury. One of them being Ross Gibson, Eddie.
Yep.
Eddie, and not only that, but as I said, 4 of the Rocks players have come out of the development program of Fury. Very good rebounder from Elvis.
No. No, another turnover there. Timeout called there by Fury. And the score's getting a bit out of hand early on. Need to cut out the turnovers that are leading to fast break points.
Timeout call from JB, you think, or?
Sorry, what was that?
Timeout call from JB.
Yeah, he didn't like that last turnover. It was a bit of a lazy pass that led to a 3-pointer.
Okay, the teams are back from the timeout.
I think Rocks have made a few subs, a couple of subs there. Rancunis is coming in. Fury's still the same as this before that timeout, with only a couple of subs there to the big guys.
Yes, that was a foul. Elvis, very good move from Elvis, very good move from Bantu as well. They give and go, and then
It's a very experienced player though, Bantu, played in the
Yes.
Commonwealth Games for Scotland.
played for 3 or 4 years for the Rocks as well, so
Very fast.
he has played against this kind of bodies.
It's another free throw here for Elvis, which he makes. Shooting well for that free throw line, just need to get him the ball inside, hopefully to get a couple more fouls in there. Fury look like they're sitting in a bit of a zone on defence just now. Control the rebound, second attempt. McCaleb with a pull-up three, bit short. Looking to hustle back on defence now, Fury. Set up that zone again. The 2-3 zone. Not bad communication there by Fury, keeping them out the middle of the zone, taking away the shots.
Good defense there from Fury. Oh no, he shouldn't inbound the ball. That was a live ball, I would say.
As Fury have switched to a zone there, Greg, so that's maybe what confused the Rocks a little bit.
Yeah.
Just shows you there how fast the Rocks can get on the break from bad shots and turnovers. I think they got up the court there in about 3 seconds.
Rocks are doing quite well this year in the British League.
Yeah, they're sitting second in the league. I think a win this weekend would take them top.
High hopes for a title this year.
Yeah, they had a bit of a shaky start to the season, but some of the changes they've made throughout the season, their personnel, getting players healthy and injury free, has really came together as a group. There's Johnny Bunyan came on, Fraser Malcolm as well, so another, as you say, a couple of ex-Fury players.
To be honest, JB wants to have the respect from the refs. He's right in my opinion. They're letting a lot of bullying from Rocks.
You sometimes tend to find that the bigger team, so professional team, gets a wee bit more favourable decisions.
Of course. It's natural, and it's natural what JB is asking.
Hopefully now that he's made his point, it makes a difference at some point throughout the game. Still in this zone, Fury. The Rocks looking to play it inside to find the gaps. Just out of bounds on the rebound there is Rancunis after the missed shot by Johnny Bunyan.
To be honest, the game is not going very badly for Fury so far. A couple of more calls from the refs, and we're going to keep it under 20.
Yeah, unfortunately they had a few lazy turnovers, Fury, which led to some fast break points, which pushed the score out.
And of course, McCaleb is not, well, it's not easy against these bodies to be as effective as normally is.
Yeah, you need to work a lot harder to get an open shot against a Rocks team compared to what they have to do in the Scottish League. Because as you would expect, the professional teams just all a bit fitter and stronger because they're full-time athletes.
Very good move from Alves, very good move.
Nice pass there from Eddie as well.
He protected his move with his body, so very good move.
I think changing that zone on defence has helped Fury a bit. It's slowed down the Rocks offence and forced them into a few turnovers. Fury will hold it here for the last shot of the quarter with 8 seconds to go.
Remember that you can chat with us with
Tough shot there by Eddie.
the chat capability of YouTube. Good finish, I would say. Only 11 points down. Rocks went deep into the bench as well, so.
Obviously subbing out Alec Fraser helped Fury a bit because he must have scored double figures by now almost. But changing that zone definitely made a difference on defence as well for Fury. Hopefully if they keep the turnovers down in the second quarter and eliminate the fast break points by the Rocks, it'll keep the score respectable.
I can see that Ivan is going to come into the game. It seems that JB is going to keep a very tall lineup. Ross, Gibson, Ivan and Alves in the same team. Let's see how that will go.
It's a bit strange as well because the Rocks seem to have went a bit smaller now, whereas they were bigger earlier in the game.
.32 live viewers, Ross. How is your team going, the under-12s, Ross? All wins this year. Have you been beaten?
Yeah, we lost a tight game to West Lothian earlier in the season, but we play them again on Sunday, so we'll see how that goes. We've been working hard over the last few weeks, so towards the national challenge, just like yourself, that will hopefully be a part of in May. Rocks turned the ball over again inside there. Managed to stop the fast break though. Couldn't come up with the rebound. Fraser Malcolm shot in the corner. Good.
Fraser Malcolm. He has switched his game to a three-point shooter.
Good shot there by Bantu. Answered the three there to keep the gap at 11-point lead for the Rocks. Fraser another three-pointer, which is good. That's the danger in a zone sometimes, that you can leave that three-point shot open. Missed shot there by Ivan, which has led to another shot in the corner. And
Alves is a very good rebounder. He has a great body position in all the rebound attempts. So you saw here that he didn't manage to get the rebound. However, with his body position, he managed to make it very uncomfortable for the opponent.
Yeah, I certainly agree. He's probably the best rebounder we've got in the team. Another shot by Bantu there. Unfortunately, his foot was just over the line, so it was just a
And the score is 18-30 for the Rocks. However, very, very good performance so far from the Fury. Oh.
Just as we were saying how good Elvis was at rebounding.
Yeah. See though,
Well, there's Ivan.
Ivan, a great rebounder as well.
Bantu, another shot. Unfortunately, he just missed that one. He was obviously feeling it.
And Fraser got the rebound with his very, very long arms.
Surprisingly, Rocks have turned into a three-point shooting team here. They've not really looked inside much against this zone.
Tom might call from the Rocks.
Coach always wants to talk over their offence a bit, I think.
He wants to fix a couple of things that he doesn't like.
Back in from the timeout. Elvis has been subbed out for Ziggy for the Fury.
We haven't seen yet the captain of Fury, the legendary Keith Bunyan.
Rocks working it round outside this zone, not really looking to get the ball inside. And Fraser steps on the sideline there for the turnover.
And a sub immediately after that turnover. The coach didn't like that turnover. Although it's quite common, isn't it? Even in EuroLeague, I think. It happens quite often.
Nice backdoor cut there from McCaleb. Looked like they had talked about that.
A nice trick, yes.
They had seen the Rocks player had been quite aggressive on the defence and knew the back door would be open.
And we're about to see the fourth Fury, ex-Fury player.
Yeah.
Kieran Allen.
Yeah, who's actually been playing for the Fury a bit this year.
Nice. JB seems to have high hopes for the game. He keeps his best players on the floor. Only 10 points difference. He wants to keep it close.
It's a nice break there for Fury. Pushing the ball up the court, getting the foul and the free throws. Where Ziggy makes the first one, get it down to a single digit deficit. There's Ali Fraser coming to sub back in though. We need to do a better job on him defensively if we want to keep it tight.
2 for 2 for Ziggy. Time from JB.
They obviously want to talk over how they're going to defend Ali Fraser after he scored all the points in the first quarter.
Kelly, who is a quite frequent viewer of our broadcast. I think from USA. She thanks us for broadcasting on a weekday. School night.
It's Greg. I did hear you were working, so it wasn't going to be broadcast, but you must have got out of that. Looking to see if JB's made any substitutions here during this timeout, or if he's just sticking with the same 5 that were on the court.
It looks like it.
Yep. Don't know if they'll have stayed in this zone or if they're going to switch back to a man defence.
Let's say that Rocks is playing it fair as well. Obviously Rocks do not use their best players. They have gone deep to the bench. Not that they are bad players, but still they're not using the best 5, which is quite nice because so many people have come to actually watch a game here. It's much better to see a close game than.
It's also given the Rocks coach a chance to see some of these other players and
of course
how they run their offence and what their efforts like and stuff like that.
Oh,
unlucky there from Bantu, just rimmed out. And the 3-point shot there. Fury still in this zone. Rocks.
Very smart from Ivan there. And they're 3 in the fast break for. They're not dropping tonight for one of the few nights actually that I have seen Michael not being effective. Probably the first night that I see that.
Pushing the ball at the court though, Fury, but there's a steal from Ali Fraser. Rocks getting into their offence, a nice pass down inside and the foul.
Normally Van goes for a block there. He didn't really lift the floor. I don't know why. He really anticipates those kind of phases. Hopefully we'll see a nice block from him.
There's McHale getting subbed out here for Eddie to come back in.
And the difference has gone up again to 15 points.
Just some of the Rock starters coming back into the game to provide that scoring. A bit more experience. Foul there on Ross when he was driving at the basket, end lining. Elvis coming back into the game. JB sticks with the same rotation as he has for the full half, with 3 guards and sort of 5 bigs.
16 points difference. Eddie, a great shooter.
It's a good look there from Eddie. Unfortunately, it didn't go down. And that's just too easy there from Thorpe. Just drive coast to coast there and get the easy layup. Another turnover there by Fury. Unfortunately, I wouldn't like to see the stats on turnovers in this first half. I think we must be in double figures.
Quite many, but it is expected. Different level of defense from the Rocks.
Much harder to get a shot against these types of players. Collapsing
from the corner.
Yeah, 3 players collapsed on the ball in the key there and left the shot open in the corner. Ivan with a 3-point shot. That's the back of the rim. Good rebound there by Eddie. Falling out of bounds, so couldn't find a teammate. Baseline drive there from Johnny Bunyan. Kicks it out. Ball's back inside. Foul by Ivan on the floor there when he was trying to drive to the basket there. Subs by both teams here. Pryor and Murray coming back in for the Rocks. Bantu out for Fury, for McCaleb to come back in with 3 minutes left in the first half. And the Rocks pushed the score out, the lead out to 21 points there, 43-22. Nice move in there by Ali. Easy two. Fury just find it really hard to score in this second quarter, as you'd expect against the Pro Rocks team here. Screen on Eddie, step back three, unlucky. Ziggy working hard for the rebound there, unfortunately couldn't bring it down. Another foul and one there by Fury. So McCaleb missed shots are really hurting Fury here because it means Rocks are getting out in the break. Not giving us a chance to set up their defence. But a double team on the ball there, forced another turnover. Fury have got back on defence, so another foul on the inside. That was another foul on Ivan there. That's his second. That's a third Fury player on 2 fouls. So starting to rack up a bit here.
Sorry, I left you alone a little bit there, but we had a technical problem. Ross,
no worries, Greg.
The webcam didn't focus well, so it was blur picture.
Unfortunately, as you can see, the score's pushed out to 26. Point advantage by the Rocks. Foul by Ali Fraser there, just got caught out of position there, and I think he had a bit of a reach.
We have suddenly stopped scoring.
Yeah, as you say, Greg, it's just harder to play against these players, find some open shots. Another foul on the drive to the basket there by McCaleb. It's his third foul. Hopefully GB maybe take him out. There's Brian Munnock coming in for him to end this first half because of the 3 fouls.
So Brian just checked in only for the 2 last minutes of the second quarter. Let's see what he can bring to the game. A bit of a foul there, I would say.
Tough to come straight into the game and be guarded off Thorpe there by the Rocks. He's a very aggressive defender. Coming in cold like that, it's always going to be tough. Nice turnaround by Ross there, unlucky. Good rebound by Elvis. He was looking for a foul as well, but never got it. Nice drive by Eddie. Yeah. Elvis fouled inside again,
We'll take it, yeah.
First miss of the night there by Elvis for the free throw line. He's made his previous 4. Made the second though.
So what do you think of the Fury actually starting to broadcast the game? Do you think that that will benefit Scottish basketball? Is it important? In my opinion, it's quite important because you increase the interest, the competition, the antagonism in a way.
I think so,
between the
yeah. It's
teams.
always, as you say, it's always good to reach some more people, show what Scottish basketball's got to offer. The league, if anything, is that's a nice move there by Ziggy. Unlucky not to make it. But as I was saying, the league is the Scottish league's just now. It's very competitive. Fury's won the league this year, had 2 losses, but there's certainly 4 teams at the top of the league that we're all challenging. So it's a very good league to watch. Some very exciting games. So broadcasting them gets to showcase that.
And these days it's so easy, to be honest, to actually broadcast, and being able to on a Friday night. I'm not saying that that's the best thing to do, but on a Friday night you might not have anything to do, or on a Saturday, and if the rest of the teams actually start broadcasting the games, I think it will be very beneficial for the Scottish League in general and basketball.
Nice move there by Eddie to finish the half. A nice sort of run-in bank shot. Unfortunately, it got a bit away for Fury there to be down 32 points after a tight first quarter, but some stuff to work on, and hopefully can keep it a bit tighter in the second half.
Yeah. So let's break for the half, and we'll be back when the game starts again. Bye. We're back, Ross. We're back. I heard, Ross, that you had a nice trip in Asia. Where was that? Sri Lanka?
Yeah, I was in Sri Lanka for 10 days or so at a friend's wedding. So it was good to get away.
Did
in
you have
February.
what was the actual movie? That movie, the comedy, Hangover? No, not Hangover. Hangover
Yeah,
1
yeah,
and 2.
yeah.
Hangover 2 situation. in
No,
Sri
no, it
Lanka.
was nothing like
That
that.
was in Thailand, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, but no, nothing like that. As I say, it was a good trip with the family. As I say, to our friend's wedding. Great to get away in February when the weather in Scotland's so rotten, and we can go to some nice 30 odd degrees heat. Sit on the beach for a week. Very nice country to go to. People are very friendly, nice and laid back. An excellent place, and highly recommend it.
What was the temperature like?
They say it was low to mid 30s degrees.
Oh, that's quite good. Humidity? Too humid or?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Because we're right on the coast and the beach, there's a bit of a breeze and stuff like that as well. So it did keep it cool. So you didn't swelter too much. Rocks getting the second half underway here. Bit of change to the five that started the game though. They've got Johnny Bunyan and Rankowsis in to start. Quite a big lineup though with Gareth Murray at the three. Bantu in the corner looking for the 3-point shot. Hits the front of the rim. Looks like Fury's switched back to a man-to-man defence here, but Eddie's got the match-up on Vincent, so it's pretty tough. Oh no, they've switched now, so he's on Gareth Murray. Nice screen there for Murray and an easy 2 points. Nice cut there by Ziggy. Pass by McCaleb to get the 2 points back. Good play there by Fury. Some really tough screens in there. Inside by the Rocks players. Fury's finding it a lot more difficult than they would do usually in the Scottish League. Tough drive there by Ziggy. Looking for a foul maybe. Not getting it. Switch on the screen there. Bala getting a nice easy 2. Elvis need to do better defensively than that. Looks like Jamie's going to make a sub because of the defensive issues that we've got here at the start of the second half. Shots up by Eddie there, unlucky, bit short. Ziggy's out of bounds when he tried to save it there.
Ross coming in, Elvis going out. Will we see? We will see a 3 for our captain tonight. Do you think, or?
If he gets on the court, I would imagine they'll hit a 3. He can shoot them from just about anywhere inside the half. So
Well, the difference is close to 40, so I think JB will start using more players from his bench.
One from two there from Gareth Murray on the free throws after the foul by Eddie. Just the first foul by Eddie though, so he's in no foul trouble.
Oh,
There's Brian getting a run out arrow in the
JB didn't like that.
second half there. And Brian's got the tough match up on Gareth Murray. This is where we go a man-to-man defence here. This is where we really struggle. Ziggy was hitting a screen there, left Vincent wide open inside for the easy two. Good screen in there by Ross. He's got a match up against Johnny inside. Nice two. Worked the screen, the switch well there, Fury did.
I'm really happy seeing Ross actually finding his steps. As I have said before in previous broadcasts, a couple of 2 or 3 years ago, he was probably the best tall player in the league. Then he had a very, very serious injury on his ankle, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he hasn't found his steps yet.
It's always hard when you get a serious injury to come back. You'll know yourself that, Greg.
Yes, yeah.
That to get that confidence back to do what you were doing before. But as you say, Ross has came on well second half of this season. Nice shot there by McCaleb. Worked the ball there, Fury to get an open look. Looking for this. Yeah, McHale was looking for the steal there.
Oh, was a good defense, I think, from Ross.
Yeah, we'll take a good block from here.
Always spring to actually favor the bigger, stronger, more experienced player. A natural thing, I would say.
Yeah, maybe got a bit of the arm as well.
I mean, the refs, right?
Well, there is 3 of them, so hopefully they did get it right. Makes the first free throw. And the second, so that's a 42-point lead.
42 lead.
Brian with a spin move. Looking to use the screen from Ross there. Rocks are very good at that, seeing that pass and having the help coming and make that steal. We've done it a few times tonight. Another shot there by Bauer. Okay, you couldn't use the screen there from Ross. The double team comes. Rotated out. Looking for a... Ziggy getting some space on the drives there, just not finishing it. And an easy two there by Gareth Murray against Bantu in the fast break. Unlucky from
there.
Bantu with a shot in the corner from the pass from Brian. Unlucky there from Brian. Nice defensive effort there against the bigger player. Again.
And another good.
Good play there by Fury to get out in the break after the defensive steal from Brian. Johnny Bunyan slowing it down, looking to run a play. Looking inside.
Probably a foul there, not in the last contact, which probably was a block. However, before that there was a lot of
Yeah, it looked like a foul as well
a
to
lot
me,
of hand
Greg.
on his arms. Yeah.
Crowd wasn't happy though, but I do have to agree with the referees there. Some more subs by the Rocks.
It was a late call, to be honest. Hence the disappointment.
It was, and that's always a frustration, referees. Misses the first free throw though. That's Ross on 3 fouls as well, so he may as well use them up in this game.
He missed the second one as well.
Yep. He knew he was maybe getting subbed out there for Ali, so he maybe wanted to stay on the court for another couple of minutes. Ziggy looking for a foul there. Referees weren't impressed. Good rebound though. Tap to Brian, who pushes the ball up the court. Using the screen there. Foul there by Gareth Murray. Let's the Rocks get their substitute in. Ali Fraser. JB's called a timeout to talk over with his team. 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and it's a 44-point lead by the Rocks. Same 5 there for Fury coming out after the timeout. Rocks have gone with Pryor, Murray, Vincent, Fraser and Rankunas. Tough matchup defensively for Fury here with some quality players by the Rocks. Nice shot by
from Ross. Good shot.
Looks like the Rocks are maybe playing a bit of a zone there, practicing some of the other defences. Big body in there, Ali Fraser to try and defend, especially on a switch when he gets you pinned to the basket like that.
It seems that they have that play of actually turning the ball and then the tall guy actually shielding the
Yeah, they've run it a couple of times tonight for different players, not just Ali.
Ali missing an easy basket for him there.
Ross challenging hard for the rebound there. Puts it up. Unlucky with the put back there.
So disappointing after his hustle to the ball.
Looking for the same play again here. Defended a bit better by Fury, but Pryor gets the backboard shot there. Nice easy too. Nice play there by Fury to get an open shot for McCaleb, and the wing hits a 3. First one of the game, I think, for McCaleb. 3 that is.
That's an offensive foul. Very good call. I wasn't expecting that.
You sometimes get away with that.
Yes,
but,
yes, exactly. It is a smart move, but the refs are not very kind every time. So
some subs by both teams there, and first game time for Lee here, number 10. Nice pass inside there by Bantu to Elvis, but blocked by Ali Fraser, and Brian Murdoch there stopping the break. Pass out to the corner for the Rocks. Wide open 3 for Pryor. Hits it. Bit of confusion in the Fury defence there, I think, with who was marking who. Brian splits the double team on the Lee with a open look there, just fresh off the bench though, and pulled it a little bit. Nice pass there, nice look for Elvis to get
Very
it easy
good
too.
very good look.
We've had some nice plays there. Some nice plays for the Fury, but really struggling with the pace and the size of the Rocks. Another easy 2 in there inside for Ali Fraser.
Did we level this quarter? Oh no. Oh no, that's 50 points, sorry.
Nice move there by McHale, who gets the and one. I'm sure he feels he probably should have had a few of them earlier in the game, but he got that one.
What was the point difference in the halftime? 32 or 32, yeah.
Makes the and one there. Nice 3-point play by McHale. Another shot by Pryor. Ali on the rebound. Good hustle on the defence. Rocks ball. Let's see what the run off the end line here. Ali Fraser to pass it in. Shot defended well by Lee there. Pryor still pulls up. Good rebound by Elvis. Brian looking at the clock. Going to hold it for the last shot. 5 seconds to go. Let's see what he runs here. Throws it up. Unfortunately, got caught against a big defender there. Couldn't get free. Something the Rocks have been doing very well is double teaming off that pick and roll.
Yeah.
Need to get it out of the hands quicker.
So we haven't seen Keith on the floor, we haven't seen Sam and
Connor. I don't feel it's after sitting for the whole game so far, it's a good idea to put Keith in. Don't want him to pull a muscle or anything like that.
Yeah, dislocate a joint.
I think he'll be quite happy just to sit this one out.
Well, I'm pretty sure that he's eager to come in and take a couple of shots, to be honest. Worst case scenario is he will not play any defense, which is not unlike him. So
Playoffs are coming up though, Greg, so I make sure the team's fit and healthy for that.
all right, so the playoffs. So we are actually facing
Edinburgh Lions in the
Edinburgh
first
Lions
round.
in the first round. A very Greek team, many Greek players.
Yeah.
there. And
a tough team, although they're the
Yeah,
8th seed. They're a tough team to play against. They're very aggressive.
they're playing structured basketball. So yeah, it is a threat. I wouldn't say it's a big threat. We're playing home as well, so I don't think it will be a big threat. But you have to be careful in all these games.
Yeah, you need to respect your opponents and
Exactly.
prepare properly for all these games.
And then we actually face the winner of St. Mirren against Blaze. I'm tempted to
Was
say.
it not Edinburgh, Blaze?
I think Blaze. No, no, it's Rain against Blaze. I think. Have a look.
Yeah, I'll quickly look it up. Hopefully.
Both teams that have beaten, if that is the matchup, they're both Blaze against
Edinburgh.
Ah, right, okay.
Ali Fraser with a 3-pointer there and missed it. Fury control the rebound though. Michaela splits the double team. Nice running floater there.
And a nice floater, yeah.
Seems to have came alive a bit in the second half as Michaela, after a slow start in the first half. Look for Ali to pin his man inside here. Brian knew that was coming though and makes a steal.
He actually read it very, very well.
Bantu with the 3. Lee hustling hard for the rebound though, unfortunate. Let's see if they go to that play again, Rocks. And coach doesn't look too happy with his player there. Kick out to Kieran there. Unfortunately, just slipped through his hands. Couple of good defensive efforts by Fury to start the fourth quarter here. Brian rejecting the screen there, giving Lee a shot.
Good creation for Brian, very good creation. And
good
a
rebound.
And a put back, very good. Although that was never a shot, but
thought we maybe had the shot open there, but he took a dribble, but it worked out well in the end. Brian playing quite help defence there. Unfortunately, Kieran can't hit that 3-point shot, so don't think he'll leave him open the next time.
Bit of scrappy pass from.
Bit of collision there at the half court, but everybody looks okay. Foul on.
Pryor.
Nah, waiting for the Fury player
Pryor
to get the foul come up.
Fouled,
yeah.
Either Brian or I don't remember who else was there.
Oh. But a harder fall there. Let's hope he's okay. Looks like he's going to get subbed out though, just to make sure. Yeah, he's looking all right sitting on the bench there, so hopefully he's fine. Ali inside move there.
Too easy for him.
As I say, one of the best power forwards in the BBL, so really tough for Fury to match up against him. Switching out onto Brian there, Ali Fraser. Lee's driving inside, nice finish.
Good player, Lee, good player.
Brian playing a lot of help defence here. Good rebound by Fury.
Very good rebound from Bantu.
He's looking to push the pace a bit. Wee with the drive again, another 2 points. Looks like they should just keep going to him. Let him drive to the basket and see how he gets on. No, nice easy wide open shot for Ali Fraser there.
That combination, we have seen that combination we have seen
a lot of years.
that happening, the last 15 years probably.
Pull it by way there, unfortunately.
Yeah, the ball slipped, I think.
Yeah, I think it was a bit rushed with the defender coming out to him as well, but Conor Martin looking to come into the game for Fury for the first time, so hopefully JB will run the rest of the bench.
Johnny with the ball, Ali on the
Good defence there by Fury, stopping that
Ali
inbound
on the
pass.
screen. That's a good shot. And a very good rebound from Elvis.
Good box out and good positioning, as you said. Mikhail.
Elvis is always there. That's his trick. He's always there.
Yeah, he runs the floor well. Played some big games for Fury this season in the Scottish Championship, when we've really needed some defensive rebounds and stuff, hold off teams late in games, so a big part this year of Fury. Feeding the ball at the alley inside again against Ross. Fraser cutting baseline, got the pass, but
A suspicion of travel there, I would say, from Ali, but at the time, now that we are here, 5 minutes to go.
yeah.
Leave it and let's go home.
It's
Good game though, overall I would say, quite enjoyable for both sides.
yeah, so I say 46 points. It's never easy when you're getting beat by so much, but played hard, hustled. Fury have had some really nice plays at times. Travel there by Lee in the corner after the fake, just didn't get that ball down quick enough. Bantu takes a rest, big Ivan back in, so sort out the defence a bit here.
The play is for Fraz, so let's see what is going to happen. That's the seal that we have seen tonight a lot.
4.5 minutes to go. Let's see if Fury can finish strong. McCabe still working hard there. Nice shot after the spin. Gets the bounce. Here's Abala looking to check back in for the Rocks. It's a tough defensive matchup. Expecting Ali Fraser to come out. Kick out by Ali there. An open three. Knocks it down. That's what happens when Ali scored with ease inside. The defence collapse on him and leave the shots wide open.
Very good defender, that Thorpe guy.
Yes, very.
Does he play a lot? Does he have a lot of game time?
I wouldn't know. I've not seen that many Rocks games recently.
Right. Very good defender.
I say, I think the Rocks have got a home game on Sunday.
Against?
I'm not sure, but I think they can go either top or joint top of the league if they win on Sunday.
I see. So are they playing the first team then? Is that how they can... or they have less games, maybe they have less games, that's how they can end up first.
But a bit lazy there by Ivan, to be fair. Just threw a hand up there, made it easy for the referee to make the call. Kieran Allen checking back in there for the Rocks. Probably see out the last 3 minutes of this game. McCaleb using the screen by Ivan there. Faked the shot, gets fouled. First foul of the quarter there by the Rocks, which is surprising, but after 7 minutes. So it's sideline Fury ball. Louise picked his dribble up, got it inside to Ivan there. Turnaround jump shot, it's tough. Hopefully. Big move in there by Bauer. Connor Martin brings the ball up the court. Gets caught up against his own player. Finds Lee.
Double score on the board. 51-102.
Connor looking to shoot it here. Tough shot there.
I still believe it was a good game for Fury. Good effort.
Yeah, it's certainly a good experience to play against an aggressive defence like the Rocks have got, to see how you cope and see what things you could do better.
We're talking about professional athletes and just, a team of amateurs with students, people that their job is something different and they just like playing basketball for Scotland and the Scottish League. So I still believe it was a very good performance.
Missed shot in the corner there by Johnny. Fury bring the ball up the court. Connor looking to drive. Tipped away. Keeps the ball at the end line. Let's see if we can get an easy 2 off our end line play here. Yep. McHale going back door on the unlucky young player for the Rocks there. And caught a few players out with that play this season. Last minute of the game, looking to finish strong. Fury. Lee's got a nice pass into Ross there, who gets an easy bucket. Yeah. So as I say, finish the game strong here. As I say, tough game tonight, but Fury's played well and competed hard. Good pass out there by Johnny for a Fraser Malcolm's third 3 of the game, I think.
And we're moving towards the last offense.
Tough to go inside there, Lee, towards the big man. It's not where you want to be going. End line play though. And hopefully not get caught out by this again. McCaleb shot, nice 3 there.
Very good shot.
To beat the buzzer at the end of the shot clock, and that'll do it. As the Rocks dribble out at the end of the game. So as you say, Greg, 48-point win there for the Rocks, but all in all, entertaining game. Some nice play by both teams, some good aggressive play, and both teams played hard for the full 40 minutes.
Yeah, and let's say a big thank you to the Rocks that they made the honor to us to come and play on a Wednesday night when we actually received the Scottish League. Fury, probably the most successful team in Scotland the last decade. Would you agree with that statement?
Certainly, yeah, certainly. So many trophies won. So,
and a team that feeds with player the Rocks. So, a very nice night for everyone. A full seats here in,
Yep.
in Grangemouth, and thank you very much, Ross.
No problem, Greg.
We will probably
Thanks for having me.
We'll probably broadcast the last two
Home
playoff
games.
games.
Yep.
Yeah, home games. Both of them are home, and the final, if we make the final, will be broadcasted by Basketball Scotland.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and night.
Good night, folks.